Alright guys, so in today's project we are going to be doing some cloud security. So basically what we want is we are going to secure a secret in our secret manager, and we are going to use CloudTrail to kind of log the events in case someone tries to access that particular secret in secret manager. Then CloudTrail sends those log of events to CloudWatch. So CloudTrail is like the camera, and CloudWatch is the security guard, which raises an alarm if someone tries to access the secrets that we created in secret manager. While EventBridge, we also basically do the same thing that CloudWatch does, but we are going to compare the two to see which is faster. And at the end of this video, we are going to use this EventBridge to create a kill switch by using a Lambda function, a Python Lambda function, to sort of like shut out an attacker that tries to steal our um, secrets from the secrets manager. So it applies an AWS denial policy to the particular IAM user that's tried to access it. So that's what we'll be simulating. The first thing we are going to do to kick this off, we are going to create a victim user, or we can call it an attacker user. But let's just go with victim user, and it's that victim user that will attack the system. So it's sort of like a trap. We're trying to trap that particular user. So we'll go to IAM. All right. Now we'll go to users. Then we'll create a new user. Click create user. Then we'll name it victim user. As you can see, I've done this before. Then we'll say provide user access to the AWS management console. Let's use a custom. Let's use an auto-generated password. Um, uh, let's use a custom password. It's better. You can just call it password 123 $. So this is it. Don't try to log in as this victim user after I've done this video, because I'm going to delete it. So don't even try. So this is the password. We are going to remove this. Users must create a new password at next login, because sometimes AWS might decide to log us out, and when we want to log in, we don't want to have to create a new password every time. So click next. You don't need to add a user to any group, although we can, if you add it to this group, it will give it administrator access, but let's just add that dynamically, because you may not have created this admin group. So we'll click next, then we'll click create user. So let's download the CSV file that contains the password. Then we will return to users list. So this is it. We'll click it. We'll click the victim user we just created. Then we'll add some permissions into it. Let's add some permissions. We are going to um, attach policies directly. We're going to attach the administrator. Then I don't think we can select more than one at a okay, we can select more than one at a time. We add the administrator. Then the next thing we do, we say search for secrets. We give the user access to the secrets manager. So this is what we'll add next. Then we click next. So this adds these two permissions. So click add permissions. So now we've created the IAM user. So after doing this, we'll create an access key so that we can use the AWS CLI locally. So I want to be able to use the CLI in my terminal. So that's why I'm doing this. We're going to create an access key. Here is access key. Okay, click create access key. We'll select command line interface, which is the CLI. Then click I understand. So you are giving confirmation and create the key. These are the keys. This is the access key ID, and this is the secret access key. So we'll copy the two so that it will be in our clipboard. So this is the ID, this is the secret. Then we'll also download the CSV file, and then we'll click done. So this is just a sort of like a pre-flight setup before takeoff. So now that we've done this, we'll go to this to-do list that I created, and we'll check all the tasks that we need to do for this project. So the first one here is create a multi-region AWS CloudTrail. Ensures it is integrated with CloudWatch logs. So this is the task that I want to do now. We'll just search CloudTrail. But before that, before we go to CloudTrail, let us configure our AWS CLI. We'll say AWS configure. As after you must have downloaded the AWS CLI Microsoft installer. So when you download the Microsoft installer, you are going to configure um, the CLI locally in our terminal, so we don't have to use CloudTrail. So let's just paste our access key ID. Let's do that. Since we've copied it already, we'll click enter. Then the access key is this. Click enter. So my current region is US East. Yours may be different, so you check your region. US East 1. Then the format will be JSON. So now we've configured our CLI with the victim user. So we are done with this. We are going to go back to the CloudTrail that we were setting up. And then we'll click on create a trail. Okay, this is the quick trail option. We don't want this. Let's go to trails. Then we click create trail. So we can name this trail anything we want. So what name are we going to use now? Let's see. Okay, let's name it security monitoring trail. Security monitoring trail. Then we create a new bucket for it. You can name the bucket um security trail logs. So these are the logs that are going to be sent to the CloudWatch. It will be sent to the CloudWatch logs. So when the CloudWatch checks the logs it receives from CloudTrail, if it notices that an attacker tries to steal the secret, to raise an alarm. So we'll set that alarm later. So we don't need this, we'll disable it. Let's just make this unique. Let's say Cyber Vendetta. You can use your name. So this is what I'm using, Cyber Vendetta Security Trail Logs. you leave this as enabled. Don't enable this SNS notification delivery because it will flood your um, email. It will flood your email with unnecessary spam spam mails. So just leave it as disabled. Don't enable it. So this is the important part. We enable CloudWatch logs and the CloudWatch group. Let's name it AWS CloudTrail slash security monitoring. Now we'll create a new IAM role. Let's say role for let's copy let's copy the name of our trail and use it for the role. So this is it. This will create a new log group for the CloudWatch. We'll need that later. We'll click next. We'll leave it as the event type as management events. Make sure this API activity is marked and is checked as read and write. That's is blue. And we'll click next. Oh, rather, let's go back. We'll disable this. We don't need this. So let's disable it. We are just trying to manage costs because we are on the free tier. Don't want to incur any unnecessary cost. So the next thing to do is to create trail. So it said specified log group already exists. So I guess I did not delete the log group when I tried to create it the last time. So it says the specified log group exists. So let's go to CloudWatch. Let's go to CloudWatch. Let's see if it actually exists. Because I tried to expunge every settings I made previously while running this, but I guess I missed the log group since it's the same name that we are using. Let's delete it. Go to log management. We'll delete it and we'll edit our CloudTrail again. So it sends. So we don't need this for now. We are going to create it again later. So actions will be delete log groups. So we'll delete it and we'll go back. So I'm only doing this because I had previously created a previous log group with the same name. So we edit this. You just click let's cancel this. The details is trail log location. We might have to. Oh, the CloudWatch logs. Yeah, this is it. So that log that we deleted earlier, we'll name it again. We're going to say AWS CloudTrail slash security monitoring. Then we'll create a new IAM role. We'll say role for. I think I already copied it, so we can go to our clipboard, paste it in. So I think it should work now. Save the changes. A new log group should be created for us. So you can review it here, everything we did. Okay. So as you can see, the log group is here. We can go back and we'll refresh, and we'll be able to see the log group under CloudWatch. So we are done with the first task. We can mark it as done. So the next thing we are going to do, we are going to create a secret in AWS secret manager, and we are going to name it production database credentials. But this name is not going to work. Why? Because to delete a secret, you have to like schedule the deletion period. So it does not delete immediately. It takes 7 days to 30 days to delete. And I already created something similar with this name. So you can select a different name, but since this is the first time you are probably doing it, just leave it as this production database credentials. All right, but I'm going to use something different. I'm just going to make a little bit of change to the name. So let's go back to our console. We'll search let's search secrets manager. Secrets manager. So just ignore this error. It's because this first one is selected. The type of secret we want to actually store is other type of secrets. So API keys, um, authentication tokens. So what we are going to store, we are going to assume that maybe we built a web app and the web app database, the credentials that we are trying to save in our AWS secrets manager. So is this secret that an attacker will try to access. So the first thing we'll use this key slash value to say username, and we'll name it production. Let's just say prod admin, and we'll add sorry, and we'll name it password. And that password we can just say super secret 123 dollar. So that's the secret that we're saving. And we'll click next. So the secret name, as I explained earlier, I will not be able to use this because I already scheduled this for deletion. Even if I remove the S, I've already scheduled this for deletion as well. So I can't use it. We'll have to change it to, let's just say database credentials. I think that's better. Database credentials. Then the next thing we're going to do, we'll save it. We'll go to next. We'll click next. Don't touch anything here. Okay, then we store it. So that's it. We have our secret or our honey token, whichever you'd like to call it. So I'm calling it database credentials. You should call yours production database credentials. It doesn't really matter. So now that we've created the honey token, we'll mark this task 1.2 as done. Then the next thing we are going to do, we'll create an S3 bucket in our preferred region and enable service access login. So let's do that. Let's search S3, click on S3. So as you can see, this is the previous S3 buckets we created while setting up CloudTrail. So we'll create a new bucket, leave it as general purpose. The bucket name, what should we name it as? Let's just say cyber vendetta. Can use your actual name, sensitive data logs. Okay, let's say sensitive data buckets, and that's it. You leave this as block or public access. Um, yeah, create buckets. All right, we just created the buckets. So the next thing we'll do, we'll mark that task as done. So we are done with the phase one. Now we're in phase two, which is the detection flow one. In this phase two, in CloudWatch logs, create a metric filter that searches for any GetSecretValue API call, specifically targeting your production database credentials. But in our case, it's database credentials because we removed the production. Now we're going to go to CloudWatch. Search CloudWatch on your search bar. Click on CloudWatch. Okay, now we're in CloudWatch. So we're going to go to our log management and we'll look for that, log group that was created when we created our CloudTrail. So click on the log group. So it's here that we are going to create our metric filter. So these are the log stream. Just ignore that. Click on metric filter. Then we'll create metric filter. So the filter pattern that we are going to use, I think I copied it already. Okay, I haven't. So I'm just going to type it. I'm going to type it in. Hopefully I don't make an error. I'll put this command in the comment section of this video, or I'll put a link to a text file that contains all the commands. So here will be get secret value. So this is the filter that will be applied to it so that um it can sort of like raise an alarm when it notices this API call. So here will be $.request parameters .secret ID, right, equal to database credentials. So we'll close the brackets and we'll close the squarely brackets. So this is our filter pattern. As you can see, this is our filter pattern. This is what it's going to use to search. Okay, I think we made an error here. There's capital letter. So we have to be careful not to make any errors because anything can break our flow. So that's the filter pattern. We can leave this, or we can test it and test the pattern. I don't think it will work because, yeah, it will not work because we have not created a database credentials before. It was previously production database credentials, so it's not going to work. Let's just click next. I'm sure it will work when you set everything up. Now the filter name, what should we name it as? Let's say server metric filter. filter. You can name it whatever you like. Just trying to make this video as fast as possible. So now we are going to give it a metric namespace, and we can give it security monitoring. Then the metric name will be secret access count. Metric value should be 1. So I think that's it. Click on next, create metric filter. So we've created our metric filter. We'll go back to our to-do list and check it. So the next thing we'll do, task 2.2 says create a CloudWatch alarm based on the metric. So this metric filter that we just created, we are going to create a CloudWatch alarm for it. The alarm should trigger if the secret is accessed even once within a 1 minute period. So now we are going to create an alarm. Uh, to create the alarm, we'll go to CloudWatch, then we click on alarms. Then we click on create alarm. We select metric. So we are going to use that metric we created earlier. So the reason this this current security monitoring is showing here is because I had already done an event. I did the GetSecretValue event. That's why this appeared here. These custom namespaces. So if yours does not appear, just go to your terminal and run AWS Secret Manager. Then we say get secret value. Then the next thing we'll say secret ID, right? So the secret ID will be database credentials. I think this command is correct. I may have made a mistake. So you can optionally add the region. So let's just add the region just to be safe. Click on enter. So once you run this, you are supposed to you set your metric and you check for this security monitoring. So since ours have already appeared, let's click on it. You open this metrics with no dimension and we'll select this secret access count. We'll select metric. Now we are going to reduce this period to 1 minute because we want it to check it every 1 minute if changes have been made. Then we select greater or equal to down 1. Then this additional configuration, this is going to be the default. Leave it like that. We'll click on next in alarm. So we are going to create a new topic. We can actually create a new topic from here instead of going to the SNS, the SNS console. So the secret we're going to create, we say secret um secret as secret access alert, because I already saved all these names. I want to use the same names I used before. Secret access alert flow 1. This is the flow 1, which will be for the um CloudWatch alarm. So just going to use this my Proton mail. Don't try to email me. I will not respond. So we can just copy this and we'll go back. No, we don't need that. Uh, this is what we need. Go back here and we'll paste it. So this is the email where we want the alarm notification to be sent to. So let's create the topic, and this is the subscription for that topic. So we've created the subscription. You can view it in the you know can view it in the SNS console if you want. Let's refresh this inbox and see if the confirmation email has appeared. Okay, which is it has. You can click on confirm subscription, confirm. So that's it. We've effectively confirmed the SNS topic notification. So you start receiving notifications whenever our secret is accessed. So the next thing we'll do, we'll go to next. So the alarm name, we'll say alarm for secret value access. So that's the alarm name. Click on next. Click on create alarm. So that's it. Let's go back and actually check our SNS. Let's check our SNS just to be sure. It should appear. We should have a subscription here. Alright, this is it. We open it, we'll see, yeah, the subscription is confirmed for Cyber Vendetta Proton.me. So yeah, our SNS is working. So let's go back to our to-do list and we'll click done. The task 2.3 says link this alarm to an SMS topic and subscribe your student's email. We'll click done because we've done that. So then we are now in phase 3. The next thing we'll do, we'll use Amazon EventBridge. As you can see, it's in alarm. The alarm is showing in alarm, alright, because we accessed the secret, so it means it's working. But just to prove that it's working, let's run that command again that we did earlier to try and access the secret. If it's working, we should be sent an email that warns us about this. So let's do that. So we just access the secret. It's going to take some time. So it's going to take some time for it to appear. Yeah. Oh, it did already. That was fast. Faster than usual. So let's go back. Then we'll check. We'll go back to our Chrome. What's the next task? I seem to have forgotten. It says, okay, use EventBridge to create a rule that triggers whenever a sensitive data access event occurs in CloudTrail. So let's go to EventBridge. EventBridge. Sorry. Click on EventBridge. Then go to rules. We're going to create a new rule here. Then the rule name, we should name it security access event rule. I don't know if this rule has been used before. Secret access event rule. Let's just name it access event rule to be safe. Alright. So we'll click on next because I don't want any error. Because I want this video to go as fast as possible. So we'll set the use pattern form. So we can do this here because it's the secret manager that the attacker actually is going to try to access. So what we are looking for is this AWS API call via CloudTrail. So if an API call is made, the CloudTrail sends the logs to EventBridge. So that's it. We'll specify the specific operation. It will be get secret, secret value. So this is it. Click on next. Select a target. Our target will be our SNS topic. So we are going to have to create a second topic, because this is the first one. We don't want to use this first topic because that's the topic for the alarm. So we'll create a second topic. We'll go back to our SNS dashboard. Click on topics. Click on topics. We click on create topic. Select standard. We will say secret access alert flow 2. So is this second topic, this secret access alert flow 2, that is going to receive emails, rather that is going to send emails for the event bridge. So we are trying to see which one is faster between event bridge and the CloudWatch alarm. So CloudWatch is surprisingly fast today, so I don't know why. Sometimes it's very slow, it's not very reliable. So that's the point of this project. We are trying to prove it. So yeah, we'll select email. We'll select our cyber vendetta email again. Then we'll create subscription for the new topic we just created. We are asked to verify, to confirm it again. So we'll check for a confirmation email. Should arrive any moment from now. Okay, it has arrived. Click on confirm subscription, confirm. So that's it. We can go back to SNS. We refresh the page just to check the status of, as you can see, it's confirmed. So we are done with creating the SNS topic. We'll go back to the rule that we are trying to create. We are going to refresh it so that the second SNS appears. So click on secret access alert flow 2. Then we'll allow it to create a new role for us. And we'll just leave this default role name. We don't want to change it, so we'll leave it as the default. Click on next. So this is our rule. Everything looks fine. Click on create rule. So this is our rule for the event bridge. Let's go back to our to-do list and check it off. So the next thing we are going to do in task 3.2, comparison. So we configure this rule to send a notification to a separate SNS topic. We've done that. So the bridge use the AWS CLI to retrieve the secret value. So that's what we are going to do now. We are going to open the CLI. We are going to say Control C. I don't think EventBridge will actually send the log for us right now. I don't think so. So this is it. The emails that we're going to receive, I don't think EventBridge will actually send an email. I don't know why it's like that. You have to use your CLI to set it up, and I'll show you how to do that. So the alarm is not yet in. The EventBridge is supposed to be super fast, so it's not in yet. So we can assume that it did not work. So we are actually going to use our CLI to configure it manually. So before we do that, let me just quickly check our S3 buckets and check how many buckets we have, just to confirm that we're on the right track. Mm, we currently have 2 buckets. It's supposed to be 3. So maybe we missed something. Supposed to be 3 buckets. Mm, so we were supposed to create a separate bucket and allow um supposed to create a separate bucket and allow server access login. So we've not done that. This bucket is currently connected to, okay. So we've not done that. Let's go back to S3. We're going to create our new bucket. Oh, oh. I think we made an error. So okay, we've actually created the bucket, but we've not enabled um the server access login. When we enable it, we have to create a separate bucket. So let's go to properties. So we need to enable this server access login. So that's why the third bucket that we are supposed to put was missing. So as you can see, this is the bucket I named sensitive data bucket. That's what we are going to create the third bucket inside. So when we enable this, we'll be asked for a third bucket. As you can see, it's asking for a third bucket. So when you browse this, you see that there's no buckets here. We'll have to create it separately. So let's search S3, open it in a new tab, create buckets. Let's name this bucket cyber vendetta dash S3 access logs. So it's the the server access logs that will be stored here. So let's save it, create bucket. So now we have the 3 buckets that we are expected to have for this project. So we've created the event bridge rule. Let's see, we've received 1 email from the alarm. Let's do that again. Okay, we already know it's not going to work because event bridge has some kind of, weird problem that it does not directly work unless you use your CLI to set it up. So we've already tried to breach it. It's not working. So we'll go into some advanced commands, advanced mode. So I'll drop the link to this txt file. So let's just scroll down. So this is the part we need. enable EventBridge to send SNS email. So we are going to copy this and we'll edit it to our specifications. So let's clear our terminal, our AWS CLI, then we'll paste it in. Uh, let's paste it in. Sorry, I'll make edits. If your region is different, you use a different region, but mine is US East 1. I keep making the same error. I apologize for that. We're going to edit this secret access rule because I think it's just access rule that we named it. So we are going to edit that. I'm going to change it to my battery is running low. Let me plug in my laptop. So now that we've renamed it, we have the secret access manager, the event name. Yeah, let's confirm. Let's confirm that that's the name. Okay, it's actually access events rule. See, that's why it's good to cross check. It's actually access events rule. So we click enter. Error occurred. Event pattern is not valid. I faced this error before. Okay, I have the correct command now. Let's clear the terminal and we edit it again. I think this should work. I think this should work. Access events rule. All right, it worked. So basically, this gives. Let's go back to our txt file. This gives EventBridge permissions to, like, access to send the SNS email. If you don't do this, you'll not be able to send an SNS email from EventBridge. So it's somewhat complicated. I'll update this command in the txt file that I'm going to give you guys. So that's it. Let's test it. Let's actually test it. You can say AWS secrets manager, then get secret value, secret ID. Then the name of our secret ID is database credentials. Credentials. So let's try it. We should get an email from EventBridge now. I made an error. I think I made an error. It says error. Oh, I made a mistake. Sorry. Let's copy it and we'll go back and we'll actually correct it and put in secret. It should work now, I believe. Alright, we just try to access the secret. We should receive an email right now from EventBridge. We just received an email from EventBridge. You can see how fast it is. It is faster than the alarm. So the reason we received an email this time is because of that edit that we made. The alarm is going to come later. So now that we've received our EventBridge email, let's clear the terminal. We received our EventBridge email. The alarm has still not arrived. So if we were to go back to AWS Console and check the EventBridge, we'll see that we are not able to edit this anymore because of this. You can see the changes we made. This enabled with all CloudTrail management events. So this is like an advanced mode. You can't edit it graphically anymore using the UI. You have to use your AWS CLI to do the edits. So what we'll do now, we'll go back to our AWS CLI. We'll copy the command. So we're going to copy the command. This second command grants EventBridge permissions to access Lambda function. That because we want to set up a Lambda function that acts like a kill switch that immediately shuts out it shuts out a an attacker after they try to access the secret the way we did it just now. As you could see that when someone tried to access the secret, an email was sent, but this time we want to shut out the person after initial access. If the person accesses it the first time, will the Lambda function will immediately shut out the attacker or the victim user, whatever you'd like to call it. So we'll minimize and go to Lambda. So let's create our Lambda function before we go back to our events bridge commands. We'll click on create the function. Now the function name, we'll name it secret bridge kill switch. We'll select Python as the language, the runtime language. We'll leave the architecture as it is. And we'll click create function. So I think this is going to take quite some time. This is the Python Lambda function that we are going to use. This applies a an AWS denial policy to the attacker. So when someone tries to access the secret, it applies a AWS denial policy to the user, which means the user will effectively have no access to any of the secrets that are in the secrets manager. So let's copy this function and we'll paste it into the code section of Lambda. So it's loading. We'll cancel this. Copy. We just paste it, and we'll click on deploy. Because you have to deploy it for it to work. Click on deploy. So it has been successfully updated. We've updated the function. So the next thing we'll do, we'll go to configuration. Now we are going to apply a policy, sort of like a permission. So we'll go to permissions. We'll click on this role name. So we want to apply a AWS permission to this role name. So that permission is I am full access. So this grants the Lambda full access to AWS. So add attach policies and search for I am full access. So this is it. Then we are going to add it. So these are the permissions or the policies, whichever you'd like to call it. So we've added it. So that's what we need to do for Lambda. Now we'll go back to our event bridge. So we'll use the CLI to set up the event bridge. So the next command we'll make is that command I was discussing before, which is grant event bridge permission to access Lambda function. So this is the command, and we'll edit it to our specifications. So remember to edit this command, this ID, edit it to your actual ID. If you check the top of my console, you see my ID name there, my ID, the numbers. So that's what you need in this command. So you change it. If your region is also different, make sure you change this US East 1. So you change the region. If your region is different, if you check your link here, you can see your region there. So the name of our Lambda function is secret bridge queue switch. Then our event rule, which is this, we are going to rename it. We are going to rename it access event rule, which is the name of our um event bridge rule. So we'll copy it. Then we'll go to the terminal and paste it in. So I think that's it. This should work. This basically gives, okay, it worked. This basically allows the event bridge to invoke the Lambda function that we created. As you can see here, it says allow event bridge to invoke. So now that we've set that up, now we are going to add the Lambda as a target in the event bridge. Remember when we were creating event bridge earlier, we added SNS, the secret access alert flow too. We added it as the you know target. So this is going to be the second target. We are going to rename it. We are going to rename it. Remove this secret and add event rule. So this is it. Remember, you edit this ID to your actual ID, then this US East 1. If your region is different, you edit it. So let's run that. So this proves that it worked. Let's clear the terminal and try to access the secret again. So instead of actually typing it in, we can just go to our list of commands and we'll copy it and we edit it to our taste. So let's make an edit here. So this is it. So I just access the secrets. If I try to actually list the buckets, I should be shut out by the event bridge if it worked. As you can see, it says access denied when calling the list buckets operation, which means I was shut out after I initially gained access to this bucket. So this secret rather. So before I could gain any other access to the AWS, I was shut out by the Lambda function. So if we were to try this command once more, let's copy it. If we were to try this command once more, I'll be shut out again. You see that I have no permission to access it anymore. So let's go to our I am user to see what actually happens. Remember the I am user that we created in the beginning of the video. We gave it administrator access. So this AWS denial policy supersedes any other policy that is on the I am user, even if it's administrator access. By putting that AWS deny all, you've basically stripped all access to the AWS. So this is it. You can see that the Lambda function has applied the AWS denial policy automatically. We did not have to do it by ourselves. So when the flow of events, the way it works is that CloudTrail captures the APIs, the API calls, all the events, the API events. This is an API event that we just ran. This is it. This is an API event. It captures the API events. Then the event bridge uses this get secret value. It searches it on the API, and if when it notices this get secret value event, it triggers, or rather it invokes the Lambda function, and the Lambda function effectively shuts out the attacker, in this case our victim user. It applies an AWS denial policy to that particular user. So let's go and check our logs as evidence to actually see the time whereby this incident occurred. So we'll go to CloudTrail. We're going to check our event history on CloudTrail. So this is it. So we'll go to event history. If we scroll down, you see our victim user put targets. Okay, we don't need that. We'll actually remove this false and change it to true. So if events that are true for the read only, we want to filter out those events. So all these are the admin user, which is me, not the victim user that I'm using the AWS CLI to access. So it's not on this page. We'll go to the next page. Let's look for the victim user. You can see get secret value. This is the second time that we try to get it that we denied access. So let's look for the first time that it's actually, you can see it's because of this get secret value was successful. That's why you can see decrypt here. So the KMS decrypts the secret. So let's click on get secret value and see that it was successful. There's nothing like access denied here in the log. So this log is an evidence for you. So go back to the event history, and we'll look for the time where we list the buckets. So that's AWS S3 list. So we're trying to list the buckets. You can see that it denied access to us, which means the Lambda function shut us out. If we go back and click on the time where we did the second get secret value, which is this, you see it also shows access denied, and you can see the IP address of the attacker, the time whereby it happens, and the name of the attacker, which is victim user. So that's it, guys. That's it for this cloud security setup and simulation. Thanks for watching. Stay tuned, like this video and subscribe for more.